Welcome to another edition of Inside the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you could be notified when we put out new content, that would be appreciated also. So I'm going to open up an album that came out almost a month ago. It came out on October 20th, 2023, and that would be the new Rolling Stones album, Hackney Diamonds. So I know I'm a little late to the party on this, but I just bought this today and I needed content, so I thought I'd go ahead and open it up on here. The hype sticker says this is the first original studio album since 2005. And this is an exclusive limited edition purple vinyl from Target. Let's see, store exclusive, transparent purple, heavyweight vinyl. So we'll see what that looks like in a second. Now I know there's a bunch of variants for this album. I want to say I heard on Eddie Trunk that there was like maybe 30 something variants on this. And I know they had a variant for like every Major League Baseball team and all that. I would prefer just the regular variant with the regular cover, but I'll take the purple vinyl because that's pretty cool. So there we go, the front cover of Hackney Diamonds, and the back with the track listing. And this album features the last recorded work of original drummer Charlie Watts, who passed away, I think in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And this album has been recorded over like 4 years, according to Wikipedia. So we'll go ahead and take a look here and see what we got. Hey, that was easier than probably my last 2 or 3 videos trying to get that off. All right, pretty glossy cover. It's not embossed or anything, it's just glossy. So again, without the shrink wrap, there is the front cover. Here is the back cover with the track listing. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have inside. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know, just a big old Rolling Stones emblem or whatever you want to call that on the inside, or logo. So that's pretty neat. And this isn't a double album. It has a gatefold, but it's not a double album. So let's go ahead and see what all we have inside of here. All right, there's a booklet. And then, of course, the record itself. All right. So we'll go ahead and see if we can stand that up over here so while we look at the rest of this. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the record first. So I want to see what this translucent heavyweight purple vinyl looks like. And that's pretty fancy. And actually, in some lights, it almost looks pink. Maybe not in your light, but in my light here, it looks almost pink more than purple. But still really cool and really pretty otherwise. Just with a pretty basic sticker in the middle, Hackney Diamonds. Same thing on the other side. All right. And then let's go ahead and, maybe take a look and see what we have here. So I've noticed a lot of like newer records do this, where there's an actual sleeve for the record, in here, but then they put it in like the anti-static sleeve instead. So I'm not really sure why they do that. I mean, I don't mind the anti-static sleeve, but I don't know why maybe this just wouldn't be like just like a sheet of paper, or something like that with the inside, with the liner notes and everything in it. But anyway, on one side, there's a variation of the classic Rolling Stones logo. And on the back, I don't know if those are lyrics or liner notes. I can't really see all that well. Or if it's just telling you, who all took part on all these songs. Because there's a lot of guest appearances on these songs, like Elton John and Lady Gaga and some other people. And it was produced by Andrew Watt. Now, he's the same guy that produced the last couple of Ozzy records. And some other things too recently. And then way before, when he first started, he also produced some stuff from Post Malone and some others in various different genres of music. When I first heard of Andrew Watt, he was in a band called California Breed with the legendary Glenn Hughes. Cool band. Glenn Hughes, Jason Bonham, and Andrew Watt. Came out in 2014. You should check that out too if you never have. That's a cool band. But since then, he's gone on to become a renowned producer and produce artists just like the ones I mentioned, and produced this album. And I will say, I listened to this album a couple of times before I bought it on vinyl. And like, I'm a huge fan of Steel Wheels. That's probably one of my favorite Rolling Stones albums. And then I like their hits and different things. But my favorite album of theirs is Steel Wheels from '89. And the handful of albums they've put out since then, for me personally, they always seem to have one cool single, like Love is Strong from Voodoo Lounge. Great song, but then the rest of the album didn't do anything for me. Or Anybody Seen My Baby from Bridges to Babylon. Great song, but I didn't think the rest of the album really did much for me. This album, I really like the song Angry when they were playing, that they played a lot on the radio. I heard that and I was like, you know what? I want to hear the rest of this album because it got great reviews and everybody was, gushing over it. So I played it on Pandora, absolutely loved it. One of my favorite songs on here is Whole Wide World. I just think that's a cool song with a cool chorus and everything. But the entire album is great. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's songs, I think somewhere on the second side, I think Keith Richards sings vocals on one of these. I could be wrong about that. But I know the most current single, The Sweet Sounds of Heaven, which has Lady Gaga featured on it. So check that out. But yeah, this is a great, great record. It's the Rolling Stones being the Rolling Stones, not trying to fit in with current trends, not sounding old. It doesn't sound like 1964, but it also doesn't sound like the Stones trying to fit in with whatever's going on now. It sounds like the Rolling Stones, you know, a very authentic Rolling Stones record. And if this is the last Rolling Stones record that we ever get, they're going out with a bang. Great record. Check it out. It's available on all formats. It's available in like 30 something variants on vinyl. You can also, I'm sure, get CDs and digital and everything else and streaming and all that shit. So check it out. New Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds. You won't be disappointed. That's all I've got for you this time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new content. I've got the rest of my Unboxing the Vinyl series where we open up new albums like this, or reissues, box sets, special editions, deluxe editions, whatever. Sometimes they're CDs, sometimes they're records. It just depends on what's coming out. I've also got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series where we talk about live albums and lost classics. Hoping to get that ramped up again soon. I have some live footage from some different concerts and festivals over the last several years. And last but not least, I've got some very mediocre disc golf coverage starring some very mediocre players, myself included. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. There you go, boy.